So it's just a matter of time, I suppose. Now, the avian flu, bird flu, has finally made its transmission to a human. It went from bird, cow to human. There was a Texas dairy farmer who contracted the bird flu. Now, it is highly contagious, but it's harder for people to catch, meaning it's harder for the human-human transmission unless they dapper with it, right? So if they tinker with it, whatever they're doing with it, if it starts spreading easily amongst human and human, it's going to be all hell on earth. Or rather, it's going to be really bad. Now, you have to be in close proximity with somebody and not like just in a room, but they have to be sneezing and coughing and carrying on. So I'm not worried about this, but they've been warning us about this transmitting to humans, and they've been warning us about this a lot lately. Within the last year or two, they've been really ramping it up and mentioning it almost like every other month. Then they started mentioning it about every month to about every other week. I'm hearing about the bird flu and it's spreading to humans and a possibility. And if it happens, it's going to be 10 times worse than COVID. It's going to be apocalyptic. People are going to die, vomiting, shitting themselves. And then, oh my God, and the panic. Stop. If it gets to that level, then we worry about it. A lot of people are getting way too nervous and way too scared about this avian shit. Let it be. If it spreads, we will contend with it. We will deal with it if it becomes an issue. Right now, it's not an issue. It won't become an issue. We will be okay. One dairy farmer getting sick does not mean you should lock yourselves down, wear your mask, start buying toilet paper, and carrying on like a complete fucking asshole. Don't do it. You're going to look like a dick. Just know that it's spread and leave it in the back of your head. Now, if we start looking at numbers and next week there's 100 people, the week after that is 1,000, then you start to be concerned when it starts making jumps like that. One person sick is not the end of the world. Listen, guys, there's a lot of shit that's going to happen within the next couple of years, hell, the next couple of days. To be scared about any of this does not make sense. It's not what we do. I will talk about every possibility of things that could possibly happen within the next couple of days, especially with this moon going on and terror attacks and all this other crazy shit that's happening. It'll be okay. We will survive. A lot of us will make it through this, and a lot of things might not even happen. We cannot worry about the possibility of things happening. We can only get ready for them, because a lot of us don't get in our cars and worry to death about getting into a car accident. A lot of us who have dangerous jobs do not worry, every day about going to work and wondering whether or not we're going to make it back home at the end of the tour. We don't do that. So we're not going to do it with this shit. Whatever is going on, and I'm going to do a red flag video on the eclipse probably Saturday, or release it Saturday, rather, sorry. But we're going to talk about all the red flags that are being mentioned and the possibility of these things going on. And again, this is just to notify you guys of what could happen. Do I think any of this is going to happen? Not really. But it is worth talking about. It is worth mentioning, and there's a reason why I'm going to mention it, and I'm going to put it in the video why I'm bringing it up. It's probably the same reason why I'm bringing this up. Don't fucking worry about it. Know about it, make yourself aware of it, and then that's it. Carry the fuck on. As, again, a firefighter, we go over and drill about a lot of different scenarios that could happen. There are scenarios that you wouldn't have thought in a million years would unfold, and it did. And so now we train for those scenarios. And we train for other scenarios. We bring up every last possibility we possibly can. Police officers, they war game in their head every possible situation that could happen. That's what prepper channels are supposed to do. They're supposed to prepare you for every possible situation, including the unlikeliness of a zombie apocalypse. We still talk about that. We entertain that because it is on the table. There are a couple things that can make it so. Not like the movies, but close to it. So when I talk about bird flu or rabbit flu or fucking the dick disease, making the dick fall off, just know that it's out there. And there is no dick disease. Guys, don't start, oh my God. No. Joking. My point is, don't get nervous. Don't get scared. Just get ready. Get mentally ready. And just think, again, put it in the back of your head and go, oh, bird flu? One dairy farmer sick? Check. That's it. No need to flip out and start running into the stores. It doesn't make sense to panic. Panicking is for bitches. I've said that before. I'll say it again. That is for bitches. That is for people who are mentally unprepared and just unprepared in general, physically unprepared, right? And unprepared gear-wise and food-wise. Let those people fucking panic and flip out and carry on in the fucking grocery stores. We're not going to do that here. We're not going to let other channels throw us into a tizzy and have us panicking. Yes, guys, it seems like NATO and Russia are going to go after it. So be it. I'm going to do a video on that, obviously, as well, talking about it. If they go after it, let them two handle it. If Putin gets put in the corner, nuclear weapons could be used, but I think those would be small arms, and those would be local, if you will, in their area, in their region, rather, sorry. So I'm not worried about any of that. And even if it does happen, we will handle it accordingly. Simple. The option, guys, of flipping out and panicking is stupid. It doesn't make sense. We should be looking at all of these situations and going, well, if this happens, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. But before I go to X, Y, and Z, I'm going to make sure A, B, and C squared away. This is what we do. This is what preppers do. Preppers don't panic. Preppers don't worry themselves until they get an ulcer, until they have a heart attack and a stroke. Trust me, you do not want to start stroking out right before the apocalypse happens, because people are going to have to take care of you, wipe your ass and your drooling mouth. You'll be like, and someone's got to take care of you now because you're all fucked up. Why? Because you're worried yourself into a fucking stroke. Don't do it. Simply just know about the situations. Listen to other channels. Take a lot of what they say with a grain of salt, and take some of the information that's out there and just, again, put it in the back of your head. Don't be scared. Don't let them scare you. This is not what we're made for and what we're built for. We're built to be ready and tackle the problem ahead. That's it. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.